tired of settling for that life that doesn't inspire you in any form? Well, it's time to stop surviving and start thriving. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create that life you would absolutely love. So the one thing you want to work on would be to recognize what is holding you back. Now, off the top of my head, I know fear is one major thing that holds a lot of people back. You have the fear of the unknown, you have the fear of being rejected, you have that feeling of not feeling enough, and of course money is actually one of the things that holds people back. Well, guess what? When it comes to rejection, it sort of reminds me of my days in the uni when I was supplying lunch. For those of you who still remember, I was supplying lunch to a certain bank at that time in my life. So I remember when I wanted to start, I went round every single bank except for one bank in that state, in MX as at that point, and they all told me no. I felt bad, and I remember telling one of my friends that, hey, this is what happened, and he was like, why don't you go to the last bank and just know that you've gotten all the no's you have to get when it comes to the banking sector. I know. So the next day I went to the bank, saw a guy at the counter, and I'm like, hey, my name is this and these are my intentions, who do I talk to, something like that. And he's like, who gave you this information? I'm like, I don't understand. He was like, we talked about it this morning in our meeting, saying that we need somebody who will be supplying us lunch. And I'm like, really? So he pointed me to the right direction, and that was how I was given the contract to supply them lunch that period. So imagine I had just used the rejection I got from other banks and not had gone for this particular one that was left, I would not have gotten the opportunity to gain that experience again at that point. I know money is one of the reasons or the excuses people give, but the question you should ask yourself is, at that level that you're at, am I living the best life I can live? If I can't go to those fancy restaurants, am I able to make those colorful fancy meals for myself? And trust me, most times they are cheap compared to how much you would pay in those restaurants. Am I able to wear the best things I can afford at this level? Am I able to pick the best color combination that suits my skin tone and all of those things? So sometimes we think money is the obstacle, but the level of information we have when it comes to picking the right things that suit our skin, the right words that would help us at that moment, it's usually a problem. So it's not money. I've seen people who have money and yet don't even know how to buy things that suits them or how to live that life that actually suits them. So start identifying those areas of your life where you feel unfulfilled. It could be your job, it could even be relationship, whatever it is. When you identify it, it sort of helps you and gives you clarity in what next to do. Number 2 would be dream big without limitations. Just take a moment, imagine the ideal life you want to live, write them down in vivid details. Your dream, your imaginations might just be that foundation of your change. At least you don't need money to do this one, Abby. And number 3 would be take actionable steps. Take your time, break down your goals in small details, in small actionable steps. For instance, if you're not happy with your job and you would want to change your career, you may want to take steps by researching on the career that you're passionate about. What are the requirements you would need to get into that system? What are the certifications? What are the qualifications you need to get into that system? And just make your research, and that way you will be able to get clarity on what to do. So what is that one area of your life you would love to stop settling? Share with us below. I would love to cheer you up. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.